Welcome back to Survival English, the podcast where we teach you the English you actually need in real life. I'm Jax.
And I'm Zora. And today, we are going to the doctor.
Don't worry, nobody is sick, but this might be the most important episode we've done so far, because when you're unwell, when you're in pain, when you need medical help, that is not the time to be searching for the right words.
You need those words ready, automatic, confident. And that's exactly what we're giving you today.
We have 4 scenes: booking an appointment, talking to the receptionist, describing your symptoms to the doctor, and understanding the doctor's advice.
And today's grammar inserts are 2 of the most commonly mistaken phrase pairs in medical English. First, I have versus I've had. Most learners use these interchangeably, but they mean completely different things to a doctor.
And second, since versus for, when talking about how long you've been sick.
These 2 mistakes happen in almost every medical conversation a learner has. By the end of this episode, you will never make them again.
Let's go. Scene 1. You're not feeling well. You need to see a doctor. First step, calling the clinic.
Good morning, Mackay Family Medical Center. How can I help you?
Good morning. I'd like to make an appointment to see a doctor, please.
Of course. Are you an existing patient with us?
Yes, my name is Jax Rivera.
Thank you, Jax. Is this urgent or a general appointment?
Not an emergency, but I've been feeling unwell for a few days, and I'd like to get it checked out.
Understood. We have availability this afternoon at 2:30 or tomorrow at 9 a.m. Which would suit you?
This afternoon would be perfect. Thank you.
Great. Please arrive 5 minutes early and bring your Medicare card if you have one.
Will do. Thank you so much. Let's unpack that. 3 phrases are worth highlighting immediately.
First, I'd like to make an appointment to see a doctor, please. Not, I want to see a doctor. Not just, doctor, please. Always, I'd like. The polite opener we've used since episode 1. Same phrase, new location.
Second, I've been feeling unwell for a few days. Present perfect continuous. This tells the clinic the problem started in the past and is still happening right now. We'll come back to this structure in detail in Scene 3, because this is one of the most commonly mistaken tenses in medical English.
Third, I'd like to get it checked out. This is a very natural Australian expression, meaning I want a doctor to examine me and find out what's wrong. Very casual, very common, perfectly natural at any GP clinic in Australia.
Key phrases from Scene 1. I'd like to make an appointment to see a doctor, please. I've been feeling unwell for a few days. It's not an emergency, but I'd like to get it checked out. This afternoon would be perfect. Thank you.
Scene 2. You've arrived at the clinic. You walk up to the reception desk.
Good afternoon. I have an appointment at 2:30 under Rivera.
Good afternoon. Let me pull that up. Perfect. Dr. Patel will be seeing you today. Could I ask you to fill in this form while you wait?
Of course. Is there a pen I could borrow?
Here you go. And do you have your Medicare card?
Yes, here it is.
Thank you. Dr. Patel should be with you in about 10 minutes. Please take a seat in the waiting area.
Thank you. Quick question. Is this a bulk billing clinic?
Yes, we bulk bill for Medicare card holders. There'll be no out-of-pocket costs today.
That's great. Thank you so much. A few key phrases from that scene.
I have an appointment at time, under, name. Under your name means the booking is recorded in your name. Very natural at clinics, hotels, and restaurants.
Is there a pen I could borrow? Not give me a pen or can I have a pen. Using could makes it softer and more polite. We covered this back in episode 1. Could for polite requests always wins.
And, is this a bulk billing clinic? Extremely important in Australia. Bulk billing means the clinic charges Medicare directly. You pay nothing out of pocket. Always ask this if you have a Medicare card.
Key phrases from Scene 2. I have an appointment at time, under, name. Is there a pen I could borrow? Is this a bulk billing clinic? There'll be no out-of-pocket cost today.
Scene 3. The doctor calls your name, you sit down, and now you need to describe exactly what's wrong, in English. This is the scene where the two grammar inserts live.
Come in. Take a seat. I'm Dr. Patel. What brings you in today?
Hi, Dr. Patel. I have a sore throat and a headache. I have a fever since Tuesday.
Okay, let's stop right there because Zora just made two of the most common mistakes in medical English.
That's right. I made them on purpose. Let's fix both of them right now.
Mistake number 1. I have a fever since Tuesday. This is wrong. You cannot use since with simple present tense, I have. The correct version is, I've had a fever since Tuesday.
And this brings us to our first grammar insert. I have versus I've had.
I have, simple present. You use this for something happening right now, at this exact moment. I have a headache. I have one right now as I'm speaking. I have a rash on my arm. It's there right now.
I've had a headache since this morning. It started this morning and still hasn't gone. I've had a rash for 3 days. It started 3 days ago and is still there.
In a medical context, the difference is critical. I have a fever tells the doctor you have one right now. I've had a fever since Tuesday tells the doctor it has been going on for several days. That changes the entire diagnosis.
Now, mistake number 2, since Tuesday. This was used correctly in the fixed version, but the confusion is when do you use since and when do you use for?
This is our second grammar insert, since versus for.
Since use with a specific point in time, a date, a day, a moment. I've had this pain since Monday. I've been feeling dizzy since yesterday morning. I've had a cough since last week.
For use with a duration, a length of time, how long something has been going on. I've had this pain for 3 days. I've been feeling dizzy for 2 hours. I've had a cough for a week.
The rule is simple. Since points to when it started. For tells you how long it has been going on.
Let's hear them correctly in the dialogue now.
Dr. Patel, I've had a sore throat and a headache since Tuesday. I've also had a mild fever for about 3 days. And I've been feeling really run down, no energy at all.
I see. Have you had any coughing or difficulty breathing?
A little dry cough, but it's mild. The throat is the main problem. It's quite painful when I swallow.
Okay, let me take a look. Your throat does look inflamed. I'd like to do a quick strep test.
Of course, no problem.
Notice how much more useful that second version was. I've had a sore throat since Tuesday. The doctor now knows exactly when it started. I've had a mild fever for about 3 days. The doctor knows the duration. Specific information leads to better care.
Here is your complete symptom description toolkit, all using I've had and since/for correctly. I've had a headache since this morning. I've had chest pain for about 2 days. I've been feeling nauseous since last night. I've had a rash on my arm for a week. I've been short of breath since yesterday. I've had this pain for about 5 days. It started last Monday.
And for describing the type and location of pain, it's a sharp pain in my lower back. It's a dull ache on my right side. It's a throbbing pain in my temple. It burns when I urinate. It's tight across my chest. It's worse after eating, or it's worse in the morning. It comes and goes, or it's constant, it doesn't stop.
Key phrases from Scene 3. I've had symptom since day, time. I've had symptom for duration. It's quite painful when I action. It's a sharp, dull, throbbing, burning pain. It comes and goes. It's constant. It's worse in the morning, after eating, at night.
Scene 4. The doctor has examined you. The test results are in. Now they give you their advice. And this is where the next common mistake happens.
So the strep test is negative. Your throat is inflamed, but it looks viral, so antibiotics won't help here. You need to rest and drink lots of water.
Okay, let's stop again, because you need to rest and drink lots of water, while correct, is actually not how most Australian GPs phrase their advice. And as a patient, not knowing the different levels of advice can cause real confusion.
This is our third phrase fix. You need to versus it would be a good idea to versus make sure you.
You need to. This sounds like a command or obligation. The patient might feel like they have no choice. It works, but it can sound abrupt.
It would be a good idea to. This is softer. The doctor is recommending something without making it feel like an order. You'll hear this a lot from GPs in Australia. It would be a good idea to rest for the next few days. It would be a good idea to avoid alcohol while taking this medication.
Make sure you. This is direct but warm. It feels like genuine care rather than a command. Very common from Australian doctors and nurses. Make sure you drink at least 2 liters of water a day. Make sure you finish the full course of antibiotics. Make sure you come back if things get significantly worse or if you develop a high fever.
That sounds so much more natural and so much more like a real Australian GP.
As a patient, you also need to ask questions, and the most common mistake here is asking questions that sound too blunt. Instead of, "How long will I be sick?" say, "How long do you think this will last? When do you think I'll start feeling better?"
Instead of, do I need medicine, say, is there anything you would recommend I take? Would it help to take something for the pain?
And instead of, "Is it serious?" say, "Is there anything I should be concerned about? Are there any symptoms I should watch out for?"
These upgrades are small, but they make you sound genuinely fluent and they get you better, more detailed answers from your doctor.
Key phrases from Scene 4. It would be a good idea to, advice. Make sure you, action. I'd recommend, treatment or follow-up. How long do you think this will last? Is there anything you recommend I take? Are there any symptoms I should watch out for?
All right, let's bring today's Doctor's Clinic episode home. 4 scenes, 3 big phrase fixes.
Scene 1. Booking an appointment. Use "I've been feeling unwell," not "I feel unwell," to show the problem has been going on for some time. And "I'd like to get it checked out" is your most natural phrase for requesting to see a doctor.
Scene 2. Reception. Check in with I have an appointment under name. Ask if this is a bulk billing clinic if you're in Australia, and use could for any small requests. Could there be a pen I could borrow?
Scene 3. Describing symptoms. The 2 biggest mistakes fixed. Use "I've had," not "I have," for ongoing symptoms. Use "since" for a specific point in time, since Monday. Use "for" a duration, for 3 days.
Scene 4. Doctor's advice. Listen for it would be a good idea to, make sure you, and I'd recommend, and ask smarter questions. How long do you think this will last? Instead of how long will I be sick?
If you take one phrase from today, make it this. I've had this pain for 3 days. It started on Monday. That one sentence gives your doctor everything they need to help you.
That's survival English. Practical, real, and always useful. Subscribe so you never miss our next episode.
Next time, we're heading to the bank. We'll be covering how to open an account, ask about fees, dispute a charge, and we'll be fixing one of the most commonly confused phrase pairs in formal English, "I was told" versus "someone told me." 2 phrases that look the same but carry completely different weight in a professional setting.
Until then, keep practicing, keep going, and remember, every conversation is survival English in action.
See you in the next one.
Bye!